かな。
Who even fucking needs this shit? Like, what can you do with this? Eat, pay rent, survive? What the fuck's the point?
はい、ありがとうございます。
I'm never gonna financially recover from this.
I was pretty excited for the summer season of anime. There were sequels I needed to catch up with, and there were also a lot of newly adapted anime. If we're not including sequels, my favorite anime of the season is definitely Rent-a-Girlfriend. Kanojo Karushimasu, or Rent-a-Girlfriend, or Caraval Your Girlfriend in Chinese, was a popular manga that got an anime adaptation in July. It quickly gained popularity due to its simple yet interesting concept, and obviously the anime titties. But the reason people like this show is definitely because of the characters, so let's introduce them. Kazuya, the retarded protagonist, Mizuhara, the best girl of the season, Ruka, the girl everyone's rooting for, aka the girl who never ends up winning, Mami, the girl who keeps fucking with her ex-boyfriend for no reason at all. I hate you so much, you stupid fucking. And finally, the cute girl who was voiced by my favorite voice actor, Rie Takahashi. It should be pretty easy to tell what this anime is about just from the title. If you don't know how to read, it's about renting girlfriends. The story starts off with Kazuya's girlfriend breaking up with him, and during his post-breakup depression, he discovered the renting girlfriend system. Kazuya decided to rent out one of the uprising rookies, Mizuhara. The day goes on pretty well, and he even got to hold her hand for a while. But once the day ended, he realized that everything was an act and decided to give her a bad rating. Yeah, this guy isn't very intelligent. For some reason, he rented her out again, and decided to go off on her for doing her job properly. And since Mizuhara is a top-tier waifu, she started yelling back at him. During the argument, Kazuya got a phone call from the hospital telling him that his grandma passed out. It turns out his grandma was actually perfectly fine, but now Kazuya has to explain why this girl is with him. Any regular human would probably come up with an excuse and say something like, "Oh, this is my friend." But no, Kazuya ends up telling his grandma that Mizuhara is his girlfriend. He was planning on telling his grandma that he broke up with Mizuhara the next time they meet, but since this is an anime, we all know that's not gonna happen. It turns out that Mizuhara's grandma is also a patient at this hospital, and she's actually great friends with Kazuya's grandma. So now they have to put up an act so their grandma won't be disappointed. Oh, and it turns out Mizuhara and Kazuya goes to the same college, and they're also neighbors. I'm starting to wonder why I like this anime. During one of the dates, they also ran into a group of Kazuya's friends. Just in case you think the situation they were in isn't bad enough already, Kazuya decides to tell his friends that he's dating Mizuhara. Kazuya's ex-girlfriend, Mami, soon finds out about this, and because she's a bitch, she decides to fuck with him. And since Kazuya's a pussy, he always forgives Mami no matter what she does. Even after going on dates with a perfect girl like Mizuhara, Kazuya still wants to get back together with Mami because he's a fucking retard. He soon changes his mind after experiencing a near-death situation with Mizuhara, ends up deciding that he wants her instead. A few episodes later, one of Kazuya's friends wants to go on a double date with him and his girlfriend, Ruka. Let's be honest, we all know a girl like this will never date this ugly bastard. During the date, Ruka starts to become suspicious of Mizuhara and accuses her of being a rent-a-girlfriend. And this is because Ruka is also a rent-a-girlfriend. After following Kazuya to his school, Ruka exposes Kazuya's friend for renting her. To be honest, that was kinda unnecessary and actually kinda fucked up, but we're all gonna forgive her because she's a cute anime girl. She soon fell in love with Kazuya because he made her heartbeat go above 90. After a long discussion, Kazuya ends up dating Ruka so she wouldn't expose Mizuhara for being a rent-a-girlfriend. The last girl, Sumi, gets introduced in episode 11. She's a college student and she wants to start working as a rent-a-girlfriend, but she's extremely shy and usually doesn't end up saying anything on dates. So Mizuhara made Kazuya go on a date with her so she can receive some practice. Or Mami went into them and discovered the rent-a-girlfriend thing. So Mami rented out Mizuhara and decided to confront her about it. And of course, it's at the place Kazuya works at, so he ends up hearing the whole conversation. And he also followed them afterwards because of course he did. And that's basically the first season of Rent-a-Girlfriend. Looking back at it, there really wasn't anything outstanding about Rent-a-Girlfriend. Besides its unique concept, everything else was pretty average. But I still enjoyed it a lot, and I really don't know why. There was just something about it that made me want more. I can't remember the exact episode, but after finishing episode 5 or 6, I went and read the manga, and finished all the released chapters in one night. Yes, I finished about 150 chapters in one night. What is wrong with me? Another anime I had the same problem with is Takagi-san. Takagi-san is an extremely unique concept about teasing. I really like Takagi-san, but it's basically just about a boy getting teased for 24 episodes. Oh, and the main character is also voiced by my favorite voice actor. There are a few underappreciated things about Rent a Girlfriend I want to talk about. One underrated thing about anime people don't talk about enough is the transitions. Like how it switches from scene to scene, or how it switches from a scene to the opening. And the pink petal things at the beginning of the opening for Rent a Girlfriend is the cleanest thing I've ever seen. Another thing is fashion. I don't really have any problems with how most anime characters dress, but the fashion in Rent a Girlfriend is just outstanding. In the Day in the Life of a Japanese Mangaka video, we learned that the creator of Rent a Girlfriend actually uses outfits from magazines. And because Mizuhara's a rental girlfriend, she always has to go on dates with new outfits. Because I'm a man of culture, let's talk about the girls. If we're not including sequels, Mizuhara is definitely best girl of the season. But if we are including them, yeah, I don't think she has a chance. But she is still a top tier waifu. She's always helping Kaji out, which they can honestly just ignore him. At least for me, she instantly took the best girl spot. The next girl is Ruka. I did like Ruka, but whenever I hear her voice, the only person I can think of is Yui from Snafu, because they have the same voice actor. I'm pretty sure Ruka is the youngest out of all of the girls, and she definitely gives off a cheerful young high school vibe. The girl I'm most excited to see more of is Sumi. She was only in one episode of the anime, and we also haven't seen her much in the manga, but every time she does appear, it's usually a good scene. And lastly, Mommy. I just have one thing to say to you.